Welcome back to Koskinen Stadium here in Durham, North Carolina. Number 7 Syracuse has some work to do against number 12 Duke. The Orange down 11-4. At the face-off X we go to start this fourth quarter. Johnny Mullen wins it against Cal Girard back in his own end. He loses it. Ground ball ensues. Jimmy McCool out from his cage. Tries to scoop it to Michael Grace, his deep hole, who's got it all the way by the end line of his own end. Absolute chaos.
That was dangerous. Jimmy McCool did not need to be the one chasing after one of his long poles. Should have went and grabbed it. Syracuse luckily survives.
Syracuse over the midfield line. English races downfield, shoots, scores! In transition, it's Sam English. Chaos into a goal. 11-5. Duke now leads. 30 seconds played in the fourth quarter.
That was the fan below us just said, it ain't over yet, boys. So we'll just find out and wait and see. Syracuse getting on the board quickly, more than they did in the third and first quarter.
The last time Syracuse trailed by 7 goals was actually in last year's ACC tournament semifinals. That was against Duke, and that one didn't turn out so well for the Orange. Dropped it 18-13. Duke outscored Syracuse in that first quarter 9-2, and in this game, Duke outscored Syracuse in the first quarter 3-0. As look out here after the face-off X, almost down at the other end, Jimmy McCool was out of his cage to pick up a loose ball, and another
just sloppy all over the place from Syracuse. First, Mullen wins the face-off, just lob pass, and where it was 1-on-2, but the Duke offender got their stick on it, and then trying to clear, just bouncing the ball everywhere.
Regardless, Luke Roa has it from the right alley. A step-down shot, high to low, and it's stopped by Patrick Jamison for Duke, who looks upfield and gives off to Mac Christmas. Tries to go over the midfield line. It's knocked out of his stick by Joey Spallina.
Oh.
Spallina 4 points in that second quarter, 2 goals and 2 assists. Trying to get his team back on top. English down the left alley. Face dodges, has some space, shoots. Oh, just wide of the cage. And the Orange back it up.
Not often you see that good of defensive effort from Deuces there, but he makes the play, gives Steels that extra possession for Syracuse.
1.5 minutes played in the fourth quarter. 11-5 Duke on top. English just scored for the Orange not too long ago. Michael Leo races downfield in the near alley, gives off to Roa, cross crease pass, and a goal! Luke Roa rips it and makes it 11-6. Syracuse down to Duke with 13:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Orange offense is beginning to click. Maybe, Griffin, it's just Syracuse. Yeah, you might just be their bad luck charm. No goals in the first and third quarter from Syracuse. Both quarters that my good partner Griffin Marcy was on the call for. But regardless, Syracuse still has some work to do. Down by 5, 13:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Back at the face-off X we go. Mullen wins it across from Cal Girard. Mullen with a full head of steam. Shoots! Oh, what a save by Jamison. Mullen was toppling over, never really had the ball in his control, and at the last second, just in front of the crease, put on a shot, and Jamison watched it all the way into his chest, and now the Blue Devils on the clear from left to right. Duke wearing the white jerseys with blue numbers, black shorts, and helmets. Syracuse wearing the orange jerseys, blue shorts, with blue chrome helmets. I can't imagine wearing the black shorts and black helmets in this heat.
Sure, that'll make just a little extra adrenaline pumping for this one.
Papin Dick down the right alley, gets the goal line extended. Feeds to X for Liam Kirschus. Face dodges, rolls towards X, looks upfield. Far goal line extended, gets shoved by Ochoa. Passes off to Ben Johnston. Said, you know what, I don't want this anymore. Max Sloat down the right alley. Gives it back to Kirschus. Ochoa face guards him. Kirschus tries to make a move. Works the far goal line extended. Duke working the ball around. 13 seconds left to go on the shot clock. McAdory in the slot. Shoots. Skipping shot and a big time save by McCool. Syracuse moving from right to left. The Orange down by 5 with 11:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Syracuse has not lost an ACC game yet this season. They beat Virginia and Notre Dame. As Michael Leo has the ball just over midfield, awaiting for reinforcements.
Almost got spooked there by Aiden McGuire charging from the far side.
Gives off to Luke Roa down the left alley. Peels away from pressure. Spin moves, has some space. Gets to the near post, loses it. It's picked up by English. Backpedals outwards. Gives off straight away to Owen Hiltz, who's been awfully quiet in today's game. Just one goal. Handoff English. Down the right alley. A sidewinder just wide of the left pipe. Backed up by the Orange. 34 seconds left on the shot clock. Spolina feeds it straight away to Luke Roa. A howser of a shot just whistles wide of the top right corner. Syracuse again on the backup, courtesy of Peyton Anderson. Under 30 left to go on the shot clock. 11:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. Syracuse down by 5. Leo from the far wing. Runs parallel with the crease. Shoots from the slot. Denied by Jamison. Lobs it all the way down the field. It's Luke Warrington in transition. Passes to the doorstep. It's in and out of the cross of Kirschus. And Billy Dwan right there for Syracuse to scoop it up. That could have been dangerous. Kirschus was left all alone on the back door. But thankfully for Syracuse, that pass could not be corralled, and the Orange have possession, attacking the left cage. 10.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Syracuse down by 5. McCarthy, stutter steps, right down the right alley. Passes off to Spolina. Now to the left alley for Hoddle. Back to Spolina as he's at goal line extended near side. Working on Johnson. Gives off to Finn Thompson. Tries a sneaky shot for that back post. It's kicked away by Jamison, who says, "Get that dog off my lawn." The Blue Devils have it as Jamison behind his cage, juking out Finn Thompson. First game back for Syracuse since the Utah game back on March 1st. Hasn't done so much here in this game. Just a couple of shots. But nonetheless, good to see one of the top attackmen back for the Orange, approaching the end of the season.
That one went off Jamison's shin. Now you just can't even imagine how much that would hurt, just taking that one off the shins.
I talked to Jimmy McCool, the netminder for Syracuse, about that, and he said, you kind of just get used to it, but your parents never do. They're always asking, what are those bruises all down your legs? And he said, that just comes with the job. Blake down the right alley, 9:18 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Orange still down by 5 to the number 12 Blue Devils. Syracuse sitting at number 7 in the rankings. Blake swim dodge, spins around to the far side, looks for options, has nowhere to go. Riley Figueres in his pocket. Blake works towards the far wing, lobs it to Delgado, who had to leap in the air to haul in the pass. He's out towards the midfield line. Gives off to Aiden Blake over the restraining line, down the left alley, tries a shot. He's hounded by Hoddle, who disrupted the shot. It goes wide and over by the near end line. And they rule it Syracuse ball. 8:46 left to go in this fourth quarter. Jimmy McCool skies a pass down the field for Luke Roa over the midfield line near side. Attacking the left cage, gives off to the far alley for Hoddle. Now straight away Roa. Split dodges, frees up his left hand, shoots, skips wide of the left post. Syracuse on the backup. Peyton Anderson awaiting from the signal from the referees to resume play, and he does.
So much velocity on that one. It hit the back wall and bounced over to our talk reporter, Luke Burgess, in the far restraining line.
Luke Burgess out there in a suit jacket. 85 degrees here in Durham. I can only imagine. He's probably sweating just as much as these players. Spolina, near goal line extended, finds a cutting Hiltz in front. Oh, what a save by Jamison. Rebound goes to Anderson. Gives off to Roa, near goal line extended. Swim dodges. Now backs out. Gives off to Michael Leo, far alley. Stutter step move by Wilson. Gives off to Hiltz. Tries a lob pass to the near side. It's broken up, and Duke's got possession. No, it's still on the floor, and the referee blows it dead. My, oh my, Syracuse had some good looks, some great ball movement, but it ends up in possession of the Blue Devils with 7:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. 11-6, Syracuse on top. The Orange so far have scored the only 2 goals in this frame, but still a long way to go.
Just not the time to be fancy if you're Syracuse. You had good looks. Hiltz went with the one more extra pass. Tried to get a little too fancy with it over to Splina. Can't be doing that when you're down 5, and there's a reason you're down 5 today. Been making silly mistakes like that.
And also the shots as well. Duke leads in the shot department 43-34. It's been why Duke has been on top for the majority of this game. Max Sloat split dodges. Down the right alley, gives off to Mulliver at X. Now to the far side. Ben Johnston frees up his left hand, shoots, it just whistles high of the crossbar. Ben Johnston, one of the top players on this Duke team. He's been awfully quiet, though, as Duke's got it on the backup. Max Sloat, a step-down shot from the right alley. Denied by the right shoulder of McColl. Ground ball ensues, and McColl jumps on it. And it's got Syracuse moving from right to left. But Mulliver down at the other end behind Cage. He's still sitting down. He looks injured. Chaos. Joey Spallina lays a check. Flags fly. There's 3 yellow flags on the floor. The Duke crowd's up in arms. Duke's got the ball right now. 6:20 left to go, fourth quarter. Liam Kirschis from the right alley. Mulliver still slowly getting up on his feet behind Cage. And finally, the referees notice as Mulliver topples over again. He cannot move his right leg.
Looks like it might be a cramp. He's trying to stretch it out. Andrew McAdory, his teammate, went and picked him back up because he did not want to stop play. But it got to a point where Mulliver just fell back over and just towered down to the ground. It was just like, it was like a big tree that just like timbered to the ground.
Yeah, obviously that would be a big loss for Duke. Mulliver's got 5 goals in this game so far. But it looks like it's going to be a little bit of time before they help him off the field. So we'll take a quick step aside. 6:17 left to go in the fourth quarter. Duke up 11-6. We'll be right back. You're listening to Syracuse Men's Lacrosse on the original home of the Orange, WAER.